I'll forgive, and if I'm a Sith, I won't care. Weird that. Weird that. Aha.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
Tell me what you've done to my friends first.
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed.
Noted.
They have been detained for
Noted.
their safety.
Noted.
I find it unusual that you are traveling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
Oh, God, your presumptions are killing me. Like, you've been talking for 2 seconds, girl. It was not my intention to come here, Atreus, or to see you again.
Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here begs an explanation. Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right to cast you out?
The Force brought me here.
You presume much. The Force does not guide your movements, not anymore. Its connection was lost when you fell. Perhaps you feel that the Force also led you to the Mandalorian Wars as well, but in truth it only led to your exile.
Refresh my memory. Why did the Council cast me out?
Why? Because you turned your back on us. And the Order. You followed Revan to war against the Mandalorians. The very war that made Revan a Lord of the Sith, and ruined you.
But the Republic asked the Jedi for aid. I kind of like this. Better to go to war than be ruled by cowardice, but nah, it's a little bit... I'm here for revenge, nothing more. Ooh. Yes, the Republic asked for the aid of the Jedi. Yeah, I did so for the Republic's sake, not Revan's.
The Republic asked the Jedi Order for aid against the Mandalorians, that much is true.
Yes.
Yet that aid did not mean rushing into battle, giving in to aggression, your hate, your passions. You sought adventure, you hungered for battle, you could not wait to follow Revan to war. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
The really funny thing about that is that if the Jedi had joined the war, instead of allowing Revan to leave and take other Jedi with him, Revan probably wouldn't have fallen to the dark side. Because, I mean, think about it like this. If Revan had the... he was a Jedi Knight, but if he had the guidance of the Council and the Masters during the war, as they would be above him in the chain of command, he might not have actually fallen to the dark side, but instead he was the head general Jedi dude. So basically the buck stopped with him. All the power was his, and all the decisions he made because of that. Because if the Jedi had joined, then Revan wouldn't have been the one making the decisions. It probably would have been the Yoda-looking dude, or one of them. And he probably wouldn't have fallen to the dark side. They may have had some spats with it here and there with other Jedi, even Revan perhaps. But the reason Revan fell was, I believe, because of the Starforge, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I recall you wished to imprison me, or worse.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget.
Yeah, I'm
Your
sure.
words, your defiance,
Yep.
and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have kept it, so I would never forget.
Oh. I did not realize that you had it all still after all these many years.
I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order. Or I'll tear it from your cold, dead hands. The only thing they're missing there is cold. I wish to earn the right to carry my lightsaber again. Become a Jedi again? That is a thing far out of reach. But I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult.
Unsympathetic.
Yet you gave the Council no other choice.
Unsympathetic.
You gave me no other choice.
You're killing me. I am not here to debate the council's decision. I went to war to protect others, not for battle.
So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That is not the Jedi way.
I mean, true, but I mean, what would you have met them with? Flowers? What's to meet aggression with surrender? Let me see. Love you.
Hey, are we splitting groceries? Are we splitting groceries?
Sure. Okay, I was supposed to mute my mic. Sorry about that. Probably over there. Okay, anyway. Sorry about that. The waifu needed something. Is the Jedi way to let people be massacred? I told you. It was not aggression. I was defending others.
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, when none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war, and it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way, and you turned on us.
Yeah, war will do that to you, man. War will do that to you. Were you not tempted to help the innocent? I did not lose myself there. I found myself.
No. You lost yourself. And you lost your way. It is the price of action without reflection. It is what we were taught as Jedi.
You act as if, deciding to defend the innocent is action without reflection. I would just like to point that out. How fanatic she is. You gotta love this. Our teachings do not mean we stand by and watch others die. Hesitation and passivity are also strong emotions. One we should guard against.
There was no guarantee that marching to war
that
would
worked.
save the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite.
Quite the opposite, you say. So you would have let the Mandalorians burn every world they came across. There was no guarantee we would win, but if we had not acted, the Mandalorians would now rule the Republic. We could have waited, but defeating the Mandalorians after they had won would have been difficult. Have you been reading the history of the blind? Revan won the war. Yeah, that's false dichotomy. She's actually talking about how the Outer Rim is now in utter chaos because the Republic's falling apart. Blah, 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 blah. Because Revan joining the war caused him to fall, which caused him to start a civil war within the Republic, Sith versus Jedi, yada, 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 so on and so forth. But if we had not acted, the Mandalorians would now rule the Republic. It's not necessarily true. We could have waited, but defeating the Mandalorians after they had won would have been difficult.
There are victories other than physical ones. The real victory lay in the...
Of course, I get to take time to interrupt her. The triumph of Jedi teachings is a cold thing when there is no one left alive to appreciate them. Yeah, that's a good one. The triumph of the Jedi teachings is a cold thing when there is no one left alive to appreciate them.
You do not know...
If the Mandalorians had won, the Jedi would have fought then, or simply meditated on what to do. Anyone who stepped outside, no, that's not good. I have only my experience to guide me, and they tell me you and the Council were wrong. You are correct. I do not know, and you do not, and neither do you. That is the absolute correct answer to all of this nonsense. I do not know, and neither do you.
How dare you?
How dare you?
The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died.
Ooh, she is angry. Your anger. It is because you secretly wished you had the strength to follow me to war. Yes.
What do you mean?
I can see it in you. You wanted to fight by my side, but you were too scared to defy the Council. I think we should do one on this one. Pretty sure. We don't want to never mind it. No, we don't want to do that one. We're going to do this one.
You're wrong. Just as you were when you defied the Council. I tire of fighting with you.
Yes.
You lust for war, and you always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions.
Sort of.
So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here?
So, we're back to this. I'm looking for my ship so I can leave Telos. Because a pretentious scudda stole my ship. Yeah.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you're admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
Oh, we're back to this again? Of course I destroyed Paragus. Are you admitting to stealing the Ebon Hawk?
The Ebon Hawk is here, safe. Its records and navicomputer are being dissected to determine what caused the destruction of the Paragus facility.
Good luck with the nav computer. You're wasting your time. Is my repair high enough for that? I guess it might be.
We're having some trouble with the navicomputer.
Apparently.
I think with your cooperation, willing or otherwise, that will cease to be an obstacle.
Or otherwise.
If it is your ship, perhaps I should be questioning you as to what happened, and why you destroyed the facility and murdered all the miners stationed there.
I did not murder all the miners. The miners were already dead.
A facility of over 150 personnel, all dead before you arrived. A childish story to mask your crime.
No, they were perfectly alive when I arrived.
You think there is no way to confirm your story, but I will pry the truth from you, I promise you that.
Oh, is that right? Is that right? Of course I destroyed Paragus. It was necessary. Or I'll murder everyone. No, we're not going to threaten murder. I could lead on this one. The destruction... Of course I destroyed Paragus. The destruction was necessary. Should I admit to it? Necessary. Hoolan done 2? Yeah, I'm thinking that too, man. I'm really leaning on that one. Yeah, I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to do it.
Necessary? The destruction of Paragus was necessary? You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking. Putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
Yes. Yes, I have destroyed 2 worlds with 1 explosion. Then I could care less. No, we're not doing that. Purgus was nothing to what I'll do if you don't give me my ship back. Oh, like sometimes I wish I had gone down the dark side because I want to say this stuff to her. Because I'm an asshole. Yes, I destroyed 2 worlds with 1 explosion. I put Telos in jeopardy, but I had no choice. That is the correct answer, I believe.
No, your crime is much more than that.
Oh, what?
Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
Aha. Aha. What do you mean?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated
they're way
by
too
the
liberal
Sith,
for
will
that.
remain
You're lying.
graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
It's almost as bad as letting the Jedi... yeah, this is great. It's almost as bad as the Jedi letting the Outer Rim die during the Mandalorian Wars.
So you still hold to your flawed convictions.
Flawed
If you
convictions.
think to anger me, you are wrong. How is it that you are not
Already
content
did that.
to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it.
So, now I am to get blamed for the actions of the Sith?
The Sith? What do you mean?
The Sith have returned, and they are hunting all the Jedi.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you.
Duh.
Tell me, where did you encounter them?
Paragus. I encountered them on Paragus. Yeah, they came for me on Paragus to kill me. Well, that's not true. Was he there to kill me or just capture me? I think he was there to kill me. We'll do this.
Paragus? What would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
What? Huh? I just told you. The Sith believe me to be the last Jedi. The fools thought me a Jedi. since you were hiding, they came after a real Jedi. That's great. That's great. The Sith believe me to be the last Jedi. They intend to exterminate all Jedi everywhere. That's it.
There are no more Jedi, except I. Like you, they turned from the Order, and now only I remain. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
Yes. That's very presumptuous, right? Because it's like I blew up an entire planet. We just had an argument over me killing all these people and blowing up all this crap, and to see if I would lead the Sith here. And it's like, yeah, but come on, really? They fight differently from the Jedi Civil War. Were there any survivors of the Jedi Civil War? Is that what we want? Yeah, that's what we want.
I said I was the last of the Jedi, Exile, and I did not speak falsely. There are others who were once Jedi, but no longer. They will not take action against this threat.
Oh, really? And you will? There's a change. But I could track them down, maybe change their minds.
You offer your aid after turning your back on me?
On
the
you?
Council?
On you?
The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that. Something you never seem to understand.
Very, very self-focused she is. But I always understood war, and that's who you need. It's all persuade. I have pretty good persuade, so I might be able to do this. I am not doing this out of fear. I want to help. And that's who you need. I don't think that one's going to work, but I kind of want to say it, because that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. You can't do this alone. I offer my assistance. Yeah, we'll do 4. We'll 4.
Perhaps.
Oh,
but if you
we did
help
it.
Me, it cannot be done from here. There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find them, gain their trust, perhaps our defenses shall be stronger for it. Take your ship, seek them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Dantooine. From there, we can call a council and see what can be done.
That sounds fair enough. I don't think you... it's probable that you can't fail that check. Most likely. If there's anyone who can aid us, I will find them.
Then I shall send you on your way. It is now time for you to depart.
We shall remove him, mistress. Come with us.
Is that right? I think we finally found our tank, y'all. I think. Maybe. Sorta. Kinda. Sorta.
Are you all right, mistress?
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask.
Weren't we lovers
Exile,
or something?
I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachments. As always,
Bullshit!
he will do
Oh,
as he
excuse me.
wills.
Sorry.
And the
Something in my
galaxy
throat there.
and the feelings of others can burn for all he cares. The day we judged him,
Proof.
I stood in the chamber and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself.
I would be
He chose
too.
Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, but no.
He did not choose Revan, he chose...
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
You saw that, right? She was like, he chose Revan over ... and it was chose Revan over me. And that's not true. He chose his conscience. Or I chose my conscience. Yeah, considering I'm the character. Yeah, I chose my conscience. Damn it. And conviction. Over your damn rules. Because you gotta always be the chaotic good. Yo, if you're gonna be good, you gotta be chaotic. There's no point in being lawful. That's just dumb. That's just dumb. So I guess that's it. Alright, so we're on to the next part of the game. Do we not have our weapons? No, we do not. And this is the council meeting chamber. Man, look at this place. Wow. Okay. Okay. And what else do we got here? Entrance chamber, handmaiden quarters, prison. Alright, I think that's where we're going to get our companions, yeah? We should probably go ahead and save it. Handmaiden. Indeed, alright. One of them, like, follows us out of here, don't they? It's like, why would you do this? Why would you do that? Why would you have such a large drop? It's like, oh, we're Jedi. We could just, you know, float above it or some nonsense. What about those who aren't Jedi? Did they not think of these things? It's like, seriously. They want to get sued or something. Oh, it's locked. Okay, so I can't leave. It's like they want to get sued or something. We're just going to let them chill in prison for a little bit. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. That's the prison? Yeah, that's the prison. We're going to go this way. Oh, man, the coffin is bad this morning. It really is. Is this what I think it is?
You are the exile. The one Atris warned us about.
Yes. Yes, I am. Atris is the one you should be... No, And what did she say?
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
Oh?
That is not all, she says.
Oh, is that right?
She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
So I'm Hitler. That's basically what it is. Wow. Wow. Damn, she really doesn't like me anymore.
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
So why didn't I keep fighting in the Jedi Civil War?
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
Anything else?
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you.
Feelings, that's
There are
it.
variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
I see. And you believe these expressed feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
I see. I see. And what do you think of Atris? What do you think her heart says?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say.
I see.
Battle is a pure form of expression. It
Ah.
is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
Battle! Well, I have no wish to fight Atris. Yeah, I don't think that's what she's talking about. Well, I have no wish to fight Atris. That might have made the truth come out.
Perhaps. It may prove truer than conversing with words.
It's entirely
In battle,
possible.
The words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
I mean, I could totally understand that. You're sparring someone you care deeply about, and you go a little hard ass on them and smack them across the face with your weapon or some stuff, and you'll probably be scared as shit that you messed them up pretty hard. You know what I'm saying? I could totally understand that. Enough of this. I had other questions.
You may ask.
As someone who has taken years of martial arts training, I can totally understand that. You said Atreus was warning you about me? No, we are. You look different than the other women here.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
You have a different mother but the same father?
I do not wish to discuss it. If there is something else you wish to ask, you may do so.
Okay. I apologize. I mean, no offense.
There's no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that.
Oh, so you're not crazy. Got it. Is it a sensitive subject?
It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time.
So, no poking the bear. All right, let's ask
You
something
may.
else. Why does she allow me to walk freely? I could kill you all easily. Nope.
Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force.
Nope.
What does it feel like?
What does it feel like? Well, it is very difficult to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
She wants to touch the Force. It's so bad. Carries you with you through the places it touches. The warmth of the sun without the glare. You feel the light in its heat, but there is no harshness to it. Yeah, that's a good one. The warmth of the sun without the glare. You can feel its light and its heat, but there is no harshness to it.
I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
My pleasure. Gotta play the Tatooine music. Can't not play the Tatooine music. Alright. We got any loot? Loot! It is loot. What? A war suit? What do we do with a war suit? You know, I'm definitely thinking about going to Korriban first. I'm just saying. Maybe Dantooine, then Korriban? Yeah, lots of lightsaber crystals there. Lots of lightsaber crystals there. Both of those places. Which one do I want to go to first? That's the big question. I mean, I could go to, like, Nar Shaddaa. I believe that's how... Nar Shaddaa? Nar Shadow? I believe... I don't know how you say it. Take down the criminal gangs first. Maybe. Maybe. I know there is a Jedi dude there. I do remember something like that. Combat gloves. What in the world is that? Combat gloves? Seriously? Who favored knife fighting? Well, that's just great. That's just great. I still can't believe I found those gloves that I got. They're insane. Dex and wisdom. It's like perfect for me. Perfect for most Jedi, to be fair. So, the funny thing is, this game definitely facilitates you being a Jedi. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You cannot not be a Jedi. You could not use your Jedi powers. You could totally do that. You know what I'm saying? But that just feels dumb. You know, you could wear heavy armor, but then you wouldn't be able to use any force powers. And like I said, that just feels kind of dumb. It's almost like me using blasters. It's kind of dumb. It's not that dumb. It's not as dumb as using heavy armor, in my opinion. But it is close. This is very close. And actually, I think I can get blaster deflection. The next level of blaster deflection next. Oh, look, they're both still unconscious.
Did you find what you came for?
A woman from a woman from my past has made this place her home. I did not expect to see her again. Yeah, we'll do that one.
I felt as much. Quite strongly, in fact.
I
suspected there was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
The woman here is a Jedi, Atreus, one of the Council. She was one of the Council who cast me out of the Order and wanted to punish me even further.
I see it now. The act has left its marks. Be warned. Unresolved events from our past can create wounds in the present and the future. And more importantly, they can distract you, weaken you. It could prove fatal against the enemies we face.
She's like a walking philosophy book that talks. It's great. Okay, one of the Council.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atreus, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
It is curious. She plans to heal the galaxy and rebuild the Order. Those who cannot feel the Force? Yeah, I want to ask this question. Those who cannot feel the Force.
Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
Aha. Did you try Jedi mind tricks on them?
Invade the mind of another? It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Sure, even though we just saw you do it. You know, our character didn't see that, though. Sure. She plans to heal the galaxy and rebuild the Order.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground.
True.
Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
Those who cannot feel the Force. Okay, aren't the handmaidens students?
No. Her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls,
okay, so the
trained to resist
same thing.
This discipline.
Okay. Were you reading their minds? I should probably say the same thing. Let's talk about it on the way out of here.
Very well. Let us depart.
Yes. Oh, look who's awake. What happened to Anton?
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
Sure, nice lie. Do I get a persuade check on that? Come on now. Come on, I got pretty high charisma. Now you can sleep on the ship. Let's go.